Welcome to VR and Chill, the only place where offside opinions
are always onside.
In today's episode, we're going to be doing a bit of football analysis on Manchester United and the Champions League.
But before we do that, we're going to do some quick fire predictions on Gameweek 3 of the Premier League.
Let's get into it.
First game, Chelsea versus Fulham. I'm going with a 3-1 win to Chelsea.
I'm going with 2-1.
Okay.
Man United versus Burnley.
I'm going for 1-1 draw.
I'm going for 0-0. United can't score and Burnley are better than Grimsby.
Sunderland versus Brentford.
Ooh, I'm going to go 2-1 Brentford.
I'm going 2-1 Sunderland.
Oh, okay. Spurs versus Bournemouth.
3-0 Spurs.
2-0 Spurs.
Wolves versus Everton.
1-0 Everton.
2-1 Everton.
Okay. Leeds Newcastle. That's a hard one.
Yeah, 2-1. 3-1. Let's say 3-1 Newcastle.
Ooh, I'm going 2-1 Newcastle.
Okay, then we go to Brighton versus Man City.
2-0 City.
1-1 draw.
Forest West Ham.
Forest 4-3-4-0.
I'm going 2-1 Forest.
Okay, the big one, Liverpool versus Arsenal.
3-1 Liverpool.
3-1. I'm going 2-1 Arsenal.
Villa Palace.
That's also a tough one. 1-1 draw.
I think 2-1 Palace.
Okay.
Now for the main part of the video, let's talk about Manchester United. What is happening?
All I can say is Manchester United are down in the dumps at the moment.
They really are.
Look, first two games of the Premier League, yeah, maybe they got a bit unlucky with Arsenal, right?
Arsenal game, I agree with you.
We spoke about that with the VR decisions.
Yeah.
They drew 1-1 to Fulham, which I feel they should have won. And then to top it all off, they lose to Grimsby.
Yeah. Fourth division side.
Fourth division side. So, like, you know what? I don't think Amorim's the guy for United anymore.
Yeah.
Despite all the signings they've made as well. What do you think?
So I'm saying, look, fine, against Fulham, maybe they should have won the game. But at the same time, against Fulham, I also feel before the game, you think, okay, after how they played against Arsenal, you think, okay, you know what, maybe they'll be a bit better against Fulham.
Yeah.
But when they play against Fulham, they look flat again.
Exactly.
The penalty, again, it's another controversial VR decision, which is not the topic for this video. So let's not get into that. But personally, I don't think that should have been a penalty for different reasons. But
I guess so.
But aside from that, the United goal was also a foul in the box. Maybe the goal shouldn't have stood, whatever. But aside from what the final result was, they didn't play well at all. I don't think they deserved anything from the game, especially with Bruno missing the penalty.
Yeah.
And then to go on from how they played in just over a week ago against Arsenal, they went to absolutely being outplayed by fourth division side Grimsby.
That's what I'm saying.
How does that happen?
Against Arsenal, they seem so promising.
Yeah.
And now they completely flat out, you know?
Yeah.
I think, you know what? If we start off with the keepers, obviously Onana didn't start the first two games in the Premier League.
Yeah.
They brought in that other keeper, Bayander, I think.
Yeah.
And whenever United conceded a corner, you just think, oh, they're going to score a goal. Keeper comes out, he tries to punch the ball or catch the ball, doesn't get it at all.
Yeah.
And they conceded from those, you know? So, and then Onana does the same thing against Grimsby.
Onana is one of the worst goalkeepers I've seen in a very long time.
In recent times.
The last time I've seen a keeper that is so bad for considered a big side. 16th is no longer considered a big side. But anyways, considered for a top 6 club, honestly was probably Karius or Adrian.
Karius. Karius, I feel he got unlucky.
He got unlucky at times, but at other times he was just, come on.
Yeah.
And Adrian, I don't even want to speak about him. But I mean, Onana's not a good goalkeeper, but neither is this Bayander or however you pronounce his name.
Yeah.
They probably do need a new keeper, but I feel like I don't understand how, aside from the goalkeeping performance, how is their interplay so bad? It declined really so much from the Arsenal game to the Grimsby game. Yeah. So what happened in the Grimsby game to them?
Look, defensively, we know that they're always shaky. You know, they didn't sign, I don't think they signed any defenders.
No defenders, nothing.
You know, any defenders with substance to add to the team. But they did sign very good attackers.
Very good.
But they still seem like they're just not cut out.
Nothing.
For it, you know?
Yeah.
So I really don't know what's happening. Maybe Amorim has lost the dressing room. And
yeah, probably.
And yeah.
The thing is with Amorim is that he's a good manager. I don't think he's a bad manager. Like I thought Ten Hag was a bad manager, whether people agreed or not. That was different. When Amorim came in, I was actually low-key pissed because obviously I don't want to see them succeed.
Liverpool wanted him.
That's what I'm saying. Liverpool wanted him, and it makes me wonder. I always wondered, why did we back out of going in for Amorim?
Yeah.
Because we were so close to getting him.
Exactly. On paper, he seemed better than Slot.
He definitely seemed better than Slot at the start.
Yeah.
And then you're thinking, why did Liverpool back out and go for this other guy? Why did they go for Arne Slot?
Yeah.
And now I'm so grateful that they did.
Yeah.
And I think that, you see, Manchester United, they needed a new manager. They went for Ruben Amorim. He was a good manager at Sporting, but he's too stubborn in his formation. He's not going to change it. But United fans believed at the start of the season that maybe his formation is for them and that it will fit. It will make them be better again.
Yeah, clearly from last season and going into the season, that formation is not working. So I feel either he changes it up a little bit or his job can really be at stake.
His job is probably already at stake. You cannot lose to fourth. Think about it, right? There's clubs like Liverpool, Chelsea, City, all the other clubs, the bigger clubs.
Yeah.
Right? They haven't even started playing in the Carabao Cup yet.
Yeah, exactly.
And United are already knocked out. How bad must you be?
And United, they're not playing in any other competitions.
Only the FA Cup, but that hasn't started.
Yeah.
Premier League, that's for everyone.
Look, maybe this might be to their advantage in terms of the Premier League, so they can focus on that. I think, but obviously no supporter will just want to watch a team on the weekends only. They want to watch midweek.
Of course, yeah.
League,
anything else. So, but I mean, you can't, it just doesn't make sense what they're trying to do. It's just that I feel that they went in for Amorim and they thought he was going to be this good manager.
Yeah.
And then now, at the end of last season, he was crap. They ended 15th or whatever it was. And then they said, but it's fine, the formation works. He just doesn't have the right players for him. That's what I've heard multiple United fans saying. I'm not just coming up with this. That's my own opinion. I've seen so many United fans say, no, his formation works. It's just he doesn't have the right attackers. They were completely happy with their defense. Not completely. But I mean, they loved their Butcher Martinez, a 4-foot defender, Butcher Martinez.
Yeah.
De Ligt was completely out of his prime.
Yeah.
Lenny Yoro, I don't know where this guy spawned from.
Seriously.
But they're happy with him. Yeah. They got that Haven, whatever his name is. They got Dallo. Okay, maybe Dallo's a bit past it now.
Dogu as well, yeah.
But you know what, they were not, I'm not going to say they were satisfied with the defense, but it wasn't the issue. Midfield, they couldn't complain. They were not completely happy, but they loved Casemiro. They loved Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
And then attack they just needed that because they claim Rashford lost his head. Garnacho is too arrogant. Whatever.
Gone to Chelsea.
And he's gone to Chelsea now.
Yeah,
so they've got that attack. They've given them 200 million plus 200 million to spend on Sesko, Mbeumo, and Cunha.
Yeah.
And they still have no finishing product. So what more do they want from Amorim? Because he's too stubborn to change his formation.
Yeah, he won't change his.
So it's definitely a case of he either changes his formation and switches it up, or he leaves. It's as simple as that.
Look, I don't know. We can see what he said after the Grimsby game.
Yeah, let's take a look at that.
Okay, so after the Grimsby game, Amorim said, "The team and players spoke really loud for me today." The interviewer asked, "What do you mean?" And he says, "You know what I'm talking about."
It's very cryptic. It's what I feel from what I've derived from this is that he's basically saying, I've lost the dressing room.
Yeah,
I've lost it.
Exactly.
The players spoke on the pitch as to what manager I am and how good I am, and it showed on the pitch.
Yeah. You know what? Okay, so looking at what he said here, it seems like he doesn't have any confidence or drive anymore to take United to where they belong.
Yeah, it looks like he's a bit sick of it now, and he's out of ideas. And it's terrible because he's only 3 games into the season.
3 games in, and the problem is that United always cycles managers, goes from this manager to that manager, and it just doesn't stick for them.
It just doesn't work for them.
I don't know why. Remember what Mourinho said about them. Yeah,
that finishing second with them is one of the greatest achievements of his career, and that speaks a lot of volume. This is a manager who's won a Champions League, Premier League, La Liga as well, right?
La Liga, yeah.
I mean,
he's won it all, yeah.
But coming out second with United was one of his greatest achievements. But my biggest problem with all of this with United fans is I've seen so many United fans blaming the Glazers. And I've seen this throughout the past few years. After Ten Hag got sacked, When Amorim came in, fine, they were happy. And then now, after the Grimsby game, again, I'm hearing the same things about, oh, it's the Glazers' fault. I don't understand that. Because you have the Glazers, right?
Yeah.
They are paying for what the club wants. Maybe they have the other external problems that have nothing to do with the first team and the manager.
Yeah.
But United fans were complaining. They got a manager that they were happy with. They were a bunch of happy fans.
Yeah.
And then they say, yeah, but it's the Glazers because we don't have the players we want. Our attack is crap.
Yeah, now they got
spent 200 million.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they lose to 4th Division Grimsby. And now it's again, but it's the Glazers' fault. So what more do they want these owners to do in terms of the manager and players?
Yeah, I mean, as you said, in terms of getting Amorim, seemed like a very good managerial decision
at
for
the time,
United.
I guess.
And with all these players, look, it's still early. You know, these players can still bounce back and they can score a lot of goals.
Yeah.
But at the moment, it seems like it stems from the manager. If you don't sort that out first, the players won't perform. And the players won't want to play for the manager.
Exactly. It's like what me and you had the discussion the other day, that this is the big boy leagues. You can't be so stubborn in your formation that you don't want to change it, even though your team is doing so pathetic.
Every good manager changes his, maybe not necessarily formation, but in terms of his tactics, in a sense, for different teams that he plays every weekend. I mean, that's just how it is, because you just can't chuck your players in there and say, yeah, go play, you know? It's very different. Teams are very technical and very tactical, so I don't know.
And I feel like the Premier League is definitely much faster paced, obviously, than the Portuguese league.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's not sporting.
Fast paced, more hard on the players, more physical on the players. So I don't think Amorim is really suited for the Premier League.
I 100% agree. So before we move on to talking about the Champions League, I have one question to ask you.
Yeah.
And I have a question to ask everybody watching at home, especially the United fans.
Okay.
When it comes to the Gerrard Scholes debate, every single United fan will obviously biased say Scholes.
Yeah,
correct.
It's true.
They would say that. But now let me ask you this. If you had to put prime Scholes in this Manchester United team, can he save them?
No, I'd try to put prime Frank Lampard in that team.
This is not a Chelsea debate.
No, but to be honest with you, Scholes wouldn't have been able to do it. When Scholes played, he played with top players.
He played with only top players.
And when Gerrard played, and you know, he stuck through thick and thin with that Liverpool team, how many trophies did he win? And
good
where
7,
did Liverpool
trophies.
finish? They didn't finish 15th or 16th in the
exactly.
league.
Gerrard's won a Champions League with us, Europa League,
yeah,
FA Cups, Carabao Cups.
Yeah,
just the Premier League, of course, that is missing.
The Premier League, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Gerrard has played in teams that are arguably much worse than this United team. He's played with Liverpool teams that we were down in the dumps.
Yeah.
And never did Gerrard let us finish below 8th, not win any trophies.
Yeah.
This is a man who carried our team on his own back by himself.
It's true.
And solely because of him, we didn't go as far down as United are right now.
Yeah, look, like United got Sesko now. Gerrard had Andy Carroll. You know what I mean?
Enough, yeah.
So I just don't know. Like, obviously, I would say Gerrard, he's better than Scholes.
Yeah, I think Scholes said it himself in an interview. They asked him if obviously he's gonna pick not himself because you know, humble and whatever, but he made the point. But he made the point that he could never do at Liverpool what Gerrard did for them.
Yeah.
Scholes played with great players. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Scholes is not a good midfielder. There's a reason he's in these debates with some of the best midfielders of all time.
He was a great
best
player.
Midfielders in the Premier League history.
For sure.
But I think Gerrard tops him.
He does.
Yeah.
So that's our opinions. I think our United subscribers wouldn't really agree with us. They
probably not happy. Or maybe some of them are, and they all Amorim out. But I am definitely Amorim in. I don't know about you.
Yeah, definitely Amorim in. You know, I like to see United suffer in a sense. So yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So yeah. Moving on to our final segment, we will be talking about the Champions League. So as we all know that the draw has been made, and what do you have to say about it?
So I think because of time constraints, let's just look at Liverpool, what I feel is our most difficult game, and what you think Chelsea's most difficult game is.
Okay.
So for me personally, I feel Inter Milan away is going to be our most difficult game.
Right.
I know it's controversial because people will probably say no, that Real Madrid is our harder game.
Yeah.
Honestly, I back us more at Anfield. It's Real Madrid. I think it's going to be a pumped up game against Real Madrid where we're going to want to have vengeance, Alexander-Arnold, but we'll get into that. But I think Inter away is just, I think playing an Italian team, especially they right now are the best Italian team. in the Champions League. So I think playing them at their home ground is not going to be an easy game. Italian style football is always low block, and Liverpool always have a problem with low block.
Yeah.
And Italians just have a different style of playing that's not like the Premier League.
Yeah.
So
look,
I see Inter being a very difficult game for us, honestly speaking.
I think it will be a difficult game. And you're right by saying that Madrid might not be as tough as Inter, because like you said, Liverpool fans will be really pumped up for that game. They'll want to prove something to Trent. And maybe to just Madrid as a whole, you know. So I think you're correct.
Yeah, I mean, with the whole Trent thing, it's that, look, now I've been seeing he's being benched for Carvajal.
Really?
Yeah, in last game he was benched. He played about 4 minutes at the end of the game, so he's already getting hooked.
Yeah.
I feel good about that. Yeah. So I'm saying I can't wait to see him back at Anfield, so now we can actually boo him, rightfully so. And he might not even be playing. He might be on the bench, but we'll see how it goes. But that's a game that I'm really excited for.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be an entertaining game to watch even as a neutral.
Okay.
But yeah.
So for Chelsea's toughest fixture in the Champions League, even though we got Bayern Munich away,
Allianz.
At the Allianz, but I would still say that Barcelona at Stamford Bridge would be a really tough game.
Definitely.
Because look, Barcelona are just really on another level at this stage, and you know what? They play attractive football. They play fast-paced, and you know what?
It's entertaining.
It's very entertaining, and Chelsea is also entertaining.
They're also building up now, so it'll be a very entertaining game to watch.
Entertaining and exciting game, but the defenders need to be, and the keeper, Rob Sanchez, needs to be really sharp in that game.
Yeah.
You know, Barcelona got a lot of great players: Rafinha,
Yamal,
Frankie de Jong, Pedri. So many.
There's multiple players.
I think it will be difficult because of all of those individual performances and just the way that they play as a team. So, you know what, Chelsea must really just like look at how they played in the Club World Cup against PSG and all of these 100%. Other teams, and really analyze it and see how we can hopefully get a win in that game.
Look, I mean, the thing is, for Chelsea, it's home advantage.
Yeah.
It's going to be, that'll be much easier than obviously going to the new camp and playing.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a difficult game for both sides.
Yeah.
Honestly, right now, I can't even think of a prediction of what's the outcome of that game. But
Me too, but you know what?
It's so early on in the season, you know what I mean?
When I think of Chelsea, Barcelona,
2009.
I always think of 2009, the way we were robbed. You know, like, it's a disgrace.
It's a disgrace.
That's what Drogba said, and it was a disgrace. So, like, I just, in that sense, I have a bit of hatred toward Barcelona.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I really hope we can win against them. But
of course. It will be an entertaining game. I mean, it's both. Barca were a team that I feel in the last 2 seasons have come up again.
Yeah.
And Chelsea are a team that's also coming up now. So it'll be a really entertaining game. I feel like before I could even think of a prediction, I'd want to see more into the season, because obviously the Champions League is not starting now. We still got some time. There's still a lot more games to be played before then. So I think that'll be interesting to see.
Some teams might get different injuries.
I mean, there's so many factors that can play a big part in the outcome. So I guess we'll see how that goes. But I guess 2009 vengeance is...
we really need that win. Well, we had it in the semi-finals in 2012. So, I still want to beat them.
Fair enough. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Let us know what you think in the comments about the United situation. And unfiltered, unemployed,
and unbelievably
entertaining.